welcome back everyone to another video. And today we are reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong. If you guys didn't see the beginning, what the frick?
Yeah.
Plus, I want to put timestamps on this one just for you to skip the intro because I spent like an hour working on it. And it was the teaser for this video. And I changed my profile picture again.
What is this? The seventh type now?
Yes, and it's the Morty hammer from
Yes.
from Rick and Morty. That's the
Yes.
pickaxe for Rick's for Rick. Rick's. So we're we're reviewing Godzilla vs Kong.
Monkey versus lizard.
Good thing we watched this. The frick. Oh,
Wow.
something opened up with that it wasn't supposed to, but
Oh.
so yeah. Good thing we were able to watch the movie, but we only saw one part of the fight, so
Yes, the first battle.
yeah. But we know what happens in the other ones, so.
Yes.
And I hope you do know too, because it's been like what, 2 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's 2 months, and on Friday, I think this Friday, Space Jam: A New Legacy comes out, and I'm gonna be watching that opening day on HBO Max. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you can hear screaming, that's my cousins, well, my
Do not know,
nephews.
do not pay attention to that. We do not have
Yes,
children in the basement.
no, we don't even have a basement, so. Well, Sean does, but it's kind of like a crawl space.
Yes.
All right, let's start with the beginning of the movie, which it starts in somewhere in Skull Island. Kong wake up.
Yeah.
Kong wake up. Yeah, I was going to say Kong wakes up, but it just came out. Kong wake up.
Kong and does wake up.
He wake up and reenacts Shrek.
Indeed.
I didn't know that was referenced until Sean told me about it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. And he's like, but it's Shrek. He scratched his butt. And then we get introduced to one of the characters, Gina. She
Yes.
is the cool. This is a cool thing about her. Her actress is actually deaf, so it makes
Yes.
sense character wise. Because you can't have someone who's like a good listener and and the actor is deaf. That's dumb.
Yeah.
So the thing that they use to like communicate with her is sign language. And then we get introduced to another character, Jean's adoptive mom. I forgot her name. I might have to look that up.
Doctor Lady.
Yeah, Dr. Lady. Give me a minute. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of GTA Online.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun.
Hmm.
I still haven't went into the I think the role playing stuff yet.
Hmm.
I kind of want to go into that, but
Like I was telling you before, I still need a controller connector.
yeah. Okay, so I think her name is. How do you even pronounce that name? Just Doctor Woman there.
Doctor Woman.
And she is the adoptive mother of Jin
Yes.
because her parents, Jin's parents, died because of the storm that was surrounding Skull Island.
Which
Covered,
happened off screen.
yes, covered Skull Island. So in the opening, you can see it like raining outside of the holding area of Kong.
Yes.
And then we get introduced to another guy. And I gotta say, for some reason, my TV, I could see every single pimple that guy had. I was like looking at his face, like, Jesus, that's a lot of acne. So yeah, my TV
Yeah.
somehow has 4K capabilities. And then, so Doctor, wait, what was it? This is Doctor? I don't even know. I forgot.
No, I don't think it's Doctor. I think it's conspiracy theories guy.
No, that's. I
Or
was
he.
talking about Jin's
Okay.
mom.
Okay.
So she talks to him about though. So he tells her they should take Kong off the island, and she's saying off island is like a death sentence because Godzilla, the enraging Godzilla, could come after him,
Yeah.
which did happen. If it didn't happen, then it would just be Kong. And then so they talk about that, and they go back and forth, and then she's like, Kong could die, and the dude's like, you don't think the king can handle himself? And she's like, I don't know. And then we
Yeah.
get the opening credits. You might see a little snippet of it in the trailer, but in the beginning,
Yes.
and you can actually see the audio for that whole thing. Look it up on YouTube. It's really cool. Or get the DVD or something.
Buy at your local FYE or whatever store is near you.
That's what I did. I got it. So no pirating here. And then we get introduced to Godzilla. That opening way he does it is so cool.
Mm.
So he heads to, I think it was Pensacola, Florida, which
I
is
think.
it's really close to like Pamela City. I think I said that wrong.
Uh huh.
And this is a funny story. My uncle Felix, he thought we were in Pensacola, and I was like, no, we're not. That's like all the way over in this part of Florida, and we're all the way in this part of Florida because we were
Uh huh.
heading to Clearwater. So he got that
Yeah.
wrong. And I was like, that's
Oof.
what Godzilla attacked. And he was like, what? So yes, Godzilla does attack Pensacola, but it's not like the whole place. It's like Apex. But
Apex
before
Legends.
then, shut up. So before we even see Godzilla, we get to see a new character that is
Yes.
introduced in this film, and his name is I think it was something Hayes. I'm just going to call him Hayes, using his
Yeah.
last name. I always use that in school instead of saying their first name. I'm just say, "What's up, Hayes?" or something. It always works most of the time.
What? What if they? I was about to say. Okay.
Okay, so we get introduced to him, and he's the conspiracy like theorist, not like
Yes.
MatPat.
No.
And he's like trying to uncover the lies of Apex, which they do have a lot of lies because they're
Yes.
like, oh, let's make artificial intelligence, let's make life perfect. But in secrecy, they're making something to go against Godzilla. So before we eventually talk about that, we gotta continue the whole plot of the movie first. So Hayes goes into Apex facility and meets this guy. I forgot even. I didn't. He looks like a guy with glasses. He has a cool mustache, and
Yes.
he talks about his Germex that he made and a band-aid that he thinks he used. He didn't think he used. And then the man leaves to use the bathroom. We don't know what happened to him. He probably died,
Yes.
like the T-Rex from like Jurassic Park. Man, that lawyer, he was hungry. And yeah, then Godzilla appears out of nowhere.
Yes.
And yeah, rampages are all over the place. Then we get introduced to two other characters. The other guy is Walter Simmons, and the guy is Ren Serizawa, the son of that guy who sacrificed himself, Mr. Serizawa, to save
Yes.
Godzilla. So,
From the last movie.
yes, from King of the Monsters. So that means this guy has hatred for Godzilla because of that. And plus, Serizawa's dad is. obsessed with Godzilla, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And he looks eye to eye to Godzilla, not like super close, like far away. Like, man, this guy's like my big brother. He is big, and I want to kill him. So they leave the city, the place, and Godzilla rampages all over the place, destroys it, and destroys one of the things that are used for the secret creature. Oh,
Yes.
secret.
Spooky.
Yes, spooky. So, we finally have Hayes fighting this that looks like something that looks like an eye. So they're like, oh, what the heck is this? And before then, he was looking at some files of the eye that he saw, and they were going to take him to Hong Kong in sub level 33, something about that.
Yes.
And then after we get like when Godzilla's screaming, we get like a news cut, which I thought was the dumbest thing that could ever do. They didn't finish, let him finish the roar. They're like, cut it right there,
Yes.
and they're like, Godzilla's no longer our savior or something, something. And then we get introduced to a character we met in the last movie, King of the
But
Monsters.
actually be reintroduced.
Yeah, reintroduced. Yeah, and that is
Yeah.
Madison from King of the
Stranger
Monsters.
Things.
That's 11. You got it wrong.
No, but it's the same actress.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, she is reintroduced. She's like in school, and then and she listens to the podcast Hayes made. So they're like beep beep something like that. I don't know.
Yes.
And they're trying to find him, and then we get introduced to another character. I might be skipping an area, but I'm gonna get to that part in a bit. And his name is Jonathan. I have a cousin named Jonathan.
So do I, actually.
He complains that our toilets are like too small. The back in the day, his family used to come over, and every time he needed to go poop, he's like, "Your toilets are too small for me." I was like, "Jesus Christ, because you're a big man." I don't know where. I think he's in the army right now. Yeah,
Huh.
they probably have bigger toilets. I don't know. I can't say I'm not in the army. So then we get to where Madison and Jonathan are trying to find Hayes, and the only word that they got is bleach. So they go. They people say it's in Chinatown, so I'm like I'm gonna believe it. And
Yeah.
they try to find Hayes. They found him, and he like, wait, aren't you the daughter of Mark Russell, like and Emma Russell, like the woman who died trying to protect the something? And they're like, yeah, that's my mom and dad. So he helps them, gives them the information of the eye, saying it's going to Hong Kong, and there's no like shipments going to Hong Kong that are that big. So they break
Mm.
into the destroyed facility. Hooray! Then we get to meet our another character named Nathan Lin. His brother died trying to explore the Hollow Earth,
And
which is
and in real life, his brother is Pennywise.
yes, he's I think what's his name? Alexander? Yeah,
Which one? The guy who played Pennywise is Bill, and the one in the movie is the one that we're talking about is Alexander.
yeah, Alexander and Bill. If
Yes.
I the first ever episode of the podcast, we talked about it chapter 2, and that was
Mm.
like almost 2 years ago.
Wow.
And the second anniversary of the podcast is going to come up soon.
Mm.
Yay! Cool. All right. So yeah, Walter and Ren go to Nathan and asking him, hey, we need like help to go into Hollow Earth. And he's like, well, I already left Monarch like years ago, so I can't really help you guys. And then they show him the new technology, a Hollow Earth something something vehicle. I think it was
Spaceship.
aerial vehicle or something. That vehicle is able to like since Hollow Earth has like a jump point where you go into like some void for like 2 seconds and you come out. And since gravity is like messed up there, those terrain thingies are
Hmm.
able to like cruise through it. So yeah. So he asked them if they need to do the mission or something, and he says, "All right, I'll do it, but we need Doctor Mrs. Doctor to help us." And he says, "Why? Because each Titan has an origin point, and people say that Skull Island is Hollow Earth in the surface. So their idea is to take Kong to Hollow Earth. Now let's go back to Skull Island. Now we're talking with Mrs. Doctor and Nathan. Nathan
Yes.
tells her that they need Kong to take him to Hollow Earth. And she says, well, Godzilla's going to come after him. And he says, well, we can protect Kong from Godzilla. So they're like, okay, okay. And then they're in the water. The Tasman Sea battle will
Mm.
begin. So Kong is very sleepy, and they're in like I think carriers, so they can take him across the sea to Antarctica.
Yes.
All right, you wanna continue the rest? I'll let you do this
Uh.
part, and I'll do the other parts.
I kind of forgot what happened.
Some fight, big fight.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So after. Okay, I've kind of forgot everybody's name, so I'm just gonna give them nicknames. Okay, so after they get Kong on the boat,
Mhm.
they the big uh the Apex leader's daughter joins
Mhm.
and is kind of like a jerk,
Yes.
very much.
He calls Kong monkey, but I think that's what everyone's calls Kong monkey.
Yes,
Next.
and she ends up not getting along with Doctor Lady at all.
Yes.
And then in the middle of the night, the little girl wakes up and she goes out to speak with Kong in sign language.
Mhm.
Then the Doctor Lady goes out to say that Kong doesn't understand. But at that moment, Kong signs home.
Which is so big
Yes.
that everyone sees it.
Yes, including the skeptical monarch lady.
Yes.
Yes,
Now we reach the part where Kong eats some fish and he enjoys it because it's a very good meal.
yes,
And then enters Godzilla out of nowhere because he angry.
Angie.
He's angry. So what the humans do in this universe, and I think what we would do, is fire
Uh,
at it, shoot it with everything we got, and it
except don't do that because it's been proven to not work before.
and Godzilla's like, what the frick? And Godzilla senses Kong. He's like, oh shoot, I just dropped my AirPod. And Godzilla senses Kong. He's like, ooh, I found you.
Ooh.
And then he goes like fishy fish around. He destroys a ship. He takes the whole of a ship. Goes under like the shark from Jaws with the barrels.
Yep.
and then boom, they see each other. But Kong is chained up, so he can't fight. So not Doctor Lady. So Nathan releases
Yes.
Kong, and the two fight. Kong
And it is.
Kong actually breaks free, puts the boat back, so it's floating and not sinking.
Yep.
And then he sees another big boat. So he jumps, and he's in the big boat. He throws a jet at someone. Well, Godzilla. And Godzilla
Yeah.
comes up, and Kong just punches him in the face. Like, crazy. And that's where the two fight. Godzilla is like, slap. Just
Yes.
slap. And Kong's like, nah, I don't want that. And tackles him off the boat. Bad
Yes.
idea. You know why?
Because monkey can't swim
And what other thing?
and he gets drowned.
What's the other thing? What can Godzilla do?
Because Godzilla has atomic breath.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say that in the second part, but you was like he can't
No.
he can't he drowns. I was like, what? I thought you were on par with me, but no.
No.
So yeah, Kong jumps out of the boat and lands in the water. Little did Kong know Godzilla wanted that. And they fight. Well, more like a barrel roll or something. What sharks
Yeah.
do. Not sharks, I mean alligators.
Basically.
And the humans have to save Kong because Kong is big monkey and he can't swim. Well, he can swim, but not really good.
Yes.
And then we have a moment of silence. And the comps pops up, it throws up the ocean.
Yes.
And then this guy just comes up and he's like, I'm gonna drink the whole ocean. Drinks the whole ocean. And Godzilla wins this round.
Round one. Godzilla wins.
So Nathan has a big brain idea and says, why don't we just take Kong by air? Godzilla can't reach.
Yeah.
Maybe with his atomic breath, but he might miss. So they take him to Antarctica. They drop him down. They're like, Jin's like, your family's in that hole over there. Kong's like, I'm gonna head out. And they follow him with the vehicles.
Yes.
And then they're in Hollow Earth. They meet an assortment of creatures, like a war bat. I don't know what the other one that looks like a bat is called. And Doug. Doug is there. Doug's cool.
Yes.
People say that's Godzilla's child, but I was like, nah, that's not Godzilla's child.
Hmm.
That's what
But what if it
people
is?
thought. I was like, no, that doesn't even look like Godzilla. He's like a dog. Maybe they call him Doug for dog.
Hmm.
And Kong finds a temple from his ancestors. And what does Kong get?
An
Sean?
axe.
Yes. Made out of what?
Stuff.
Yes. Minecraft.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, Godzilla hears the noises from that eye from earlier and is like, wait a minute. Didn't I destroy that? And he heads towards Hong Kong. Little did Godzilla know that Madison, Jonathan, and Hayes were already there, and they meet up with a skull crawler. It's a cool skull crawler because he had different colors.
Yes,
And
it is red.
then we see the mystery creature. And what does it do to the skull crawler?
Absolutely wrecks it.
Yes, you may be wondering what creature can do that. I don't know what you're talking about. This review, we're not there yet. So Godzilla heads there. He's like, "Boy, where are you?" And he blows a hole to Hollow Earth. The reason why is Kong puts the axe in a little hole, shaped axe hole, and it lights up,
Yes.
showing like a Godzilla something. I don't even know.
Yes. T-
And it's glowing blue. And the Walter's daughter is like, "Oh look, it's mine." So go with
yes.
laser, bzzz, and then grabs it, and then comes it and sends it to his dad.
Yes.
And his dad, Walter, is like, "Oh, we found it." So they're like, "All right, Mr. Sarazawa, start your engines." And Mr. Sarazawa's like, "But this thing is untested. We can't do it." He's like, "Get in the chair right now before I fire you." He's like, "All right." And then Kong sees the big hole that Godzilla has caused. Oh, by the
Yes.
way, that Walter's daughter dies.
Yeah, that she got crushed by a big rock.
Well, she got crushed by Kong,
Yeah.
like that. And then Kong goes up and heads and is in the surface with the axe, sees Godzilla walking away. And he's like, "Bro, I'm here." And Godzilla's like, "Huh?" And then the two fight again. This
Yes.
time, the winner of the second round is,
Monkey.
yeah. Then,
However, the
um,
media.
hey, get out! Hey, get out! Wow, I got interrupted.
Oof.
Can you guys get out, please? I didn't even say anything. Okay. Laura's been in the podcast. Yay!
Woo.
All right. And so is Dominic and Ethan, but all right. So
Anyway,
round two goes to Kong. Then Godzilla is like, nah.
oh,
And Godzilla goes sicko mode and ruins
yes.
Godzilla, pops his shoulder, scratches his little chest, and roars at his face. Kong roars back. Kong loses. Sorry,
God's,
but all
Godzilla is the
those
winner.
but all those Kong winners, they're like, oh my God, Kong's gonna win. I'm sorry, but he loses.
No. No, if you want to, if well, if it makes you happy, Kong won the original King Kong versus Godzilla from 1963.
So it makes sense why Godzilla will win.
Yes.
But you might disagree. If you disagree, you can put in the comments, but I'll probably delete it because I don't care. All right. So Godzilla wins. No, no crap because he's powerful.
yes.
It's morning time, and Mr. Walter tells Jonathan, Madison, and Hayes because they got captured. They're like, this new creation will be for Earth. We will protect Earth from Godzilla, Kong, and any other creature that stands in our way, and we'll be the apex predator.
Ah,
Nuh-uh, that's not right. Nuh-uh. That little energy thing that they got from Hollow Earth revives Ghidorah. Used Ghidorah's skull
yes.
used to control Mecha Godzilla.
Bum, bum,
What?
bum.
Is Mecha Godzilla? What are you talking about? It could be Robo Godzilla if you want to, but
Yeah.
that's only for smooth brains. We call it Mecha Godzilla.
Yes.
And Mecha Godzilla is unleashed. He sees Godzilla and he says, let's fight, bro. And you know who wins that round? Mecha Godzilla.
Yep.
Because Godzilla is very tired. He fought Kong. Even the director said if Godzilla didn't fight Kong, the whole fight would have been different between Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah.
So Kong is almost dead. Jin can feel his heartbeat. He almost died.
Oof.
So Nathan has a good idea to revive him with that vehicle. Has been told can light up Vegas for a week. So he does that and revives Kong. I almost said Hulk for some reason.
Eh,
Wrong movie franchise. So Kong is back up. He relocates his shoulder and he
yes.
joins the fight. Now it's against Godzilla Kong versus Mecha Godzilla.
Okay, Godzilla.
And Kong saves Godzilla from being almost mutoed because
Yes.
a mutoed got killed by Godzilla with his atomic breath straight down
Yes.
the gullet. And then the two eventually, like, they don't even do that much to Mecha Godzilla until Kong gets his axe back and
Yeah.
does a bit of damage. Mecha Godzilla's like, nah, too easy, and tries to kill Kong with his spitting tail. So the
Yes.
humans are like, they're trying to guess the password to make sure Mecha Godzilla is shut down. And Jordan, that something says, "All right, let's take a drink of this because I might die."
Yes.
And Jordan's like, "Give me that." Pours it into the electronics, and the whole wireless thing shuts down. And Mecha Godzilla's like, "Shoot." And then Godzilla is like, "Bro, you need some help?" And Kong's like, "Yeah." Fires his atomic breath, charges up the axe, and cheap chop choop, bah! Mechagodzilla's dead. Kong
Yes.
wins. And
Kong and Godzilla win.
every the humans are like, "Oh my god, everything's so fine." And then Godzilla's like, "Shut up."
Yes, because he just leaves.
So, Godzilla and Kong make peace. They still hate each other, but they can make peace.
Yes.
Kong drops the axe, and Godzilla leaves. Kong now rules the Hollow Earth. As the
Yes.
director said, he is now King Kong.
Yes.
And that's how the movie ends.
The end.
Yeah, this was a lot longer than was previously recorded. I think we was just trying to rush it, but we gotta take our time
Well,
this time.
yeah, we didn't really watch the movie beforehand either.
Yeah, I don't. Sean didn't even finish the whole movie. We were watching it in my house.
Yeah, I think I made it like through the first fight, and that's about this when we had to leave.
Yeah. So yeah, Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes.
What are we gonna rate it? I'm gonna give it my score because
What is
yeah,
what is our? How are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do it out of 5 or out of 10 or out of what?
I guess 10 out of 10, like 10, 1 to 10. That's
Okay.
how most reviewers do it. That's how I
All
did it
right.
for it Chapter 2. I think I gave it in like a 8.5.
Hmm.
All right, so I will give it a 9.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna give it an 8.
This is a weird thing. Me and Caleb had like different changes. I might give it a 8.5. The same as it Chapter 2.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I'm
So,
gonna give it a straight up 8.
all right. Yeah. There were a few like bad parts of the movie. I think maybe Madison's whole thing was kind of bad. Mark
It was
didn't.
useless. It.
Madison's dad was kind of like useless as well.
Yeah,
But I think the
even though
good,
he was the main character of the last movie.
but I think the good parts are the fights, the story with Kong and Jin.
Yeah.
So yeah, is it the best MonsterVerse movie? Who knows? You can debate it if you want to. I liked it, and yeah, I may not do another of these reviews anymore. I don't know. Probably I might do another one for like Space Jam or something. But
Big
yeah,
G.
that's Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
As a quick thing, I'm just gonna do this for Fast and Furious. 7 out of 10. That was a good movie.
Hmm. Yeah, I also agree with the 7. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I got confused a little bit, but it got me back at the end.
Hmm.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Be good people.
Bye.